What if I told you that working hard is actually the worst financial advice ever given to the middle class? Every teacher, every parent, every boss told you the same thing. Work hard, show up, give your best years to someone else's dream, and you'll be rewarded. They lied. Not because they're evil, because they never learned anything different. And today, I'm going to show you what they never taught you in school. What's up, everyone? Today, we're talking about cash flow, the one concept that separates people who trade time for money from people who make money while they sleep, while they travel, while they do literally nothing. And before the comment section explodes, yes, there is work involved up front, but there's a massive difference between working once and getting paid forever versus working every single day just to survive until Friday. One is a job, the other is a machine. Let's build the machine. Here's something nobody wants to say out loud. The entire education system was designed to produce employees, not owners. You were taught to be useful to someone else's business, to show up on time. Follow instructions. Don't ask too many questions. Collect your paycheck. Repeat until 65. That's not a career path. That's a subscription service where you're the product. Meanwhile, the people at the top of that system, the owners, the investors, the asset holders, they figured out one thing you weren't taught. Money can work harder than any human being alive. A dollar invested in the right place doesn't need sleep. It doesn't call in sick. It doesn't ask for a raise. It just quietly produces more dollars while you live your life. That's cash flow. And once you understand it, you cannot unsee it. Most people think cash flow just means money coming in. That's half the definition. Real cash flow is money that comes in without requiring your active time every time it arrives. Your salary, not cash flow. You stop showing up, it stops coming. Rent from a property you own, cash flow. You sleep, rent still arrives. Dividends from stocks, cash flow. You're on a beach, dividends hit your account. Royalties from a book, a song, a course you made once, cash flow. You made it in 2022, someone buys it in 2026, money lands in your account, and you didn't lift a finger. This is the game. And the beautiful, infuriating truth is, it's not complicated. It's just not taught. Okay, I know exactly why you clicked this video. You want the list, the methods, the step-by-step. Just tell me the 5 things I need to do, and I'll go do them. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you right now. Even if I handed you a 50-page document with every single cash flow method ever discovered, most of you watching this are not going to do it. I'm not saying that to be harsh. I'm saying it because it's true and nobody else will say it to your face. Because here's the thing. Every single cash flow method requires serious work up front. Real work, uncomfortable work. The kind of work that is no guaranteed paycheck at the end of it. And most people, the moment they realize that, quietly close the tab and go back to their 9 to 5. And that's fine. But don't lie to yourself about why. Now, here's what I also need you to understand. There are not 4 ways to build cash flow. There are not 10. There are not even 50. There are genuinely hundreds, possibly thousands. Licensing deals, vending machines, storage units, peer-to-peer lending, royalty streams, SaaS businesses, newsletter monetization, mobile apps, car rentals through Turo, selling prompts, flipping websites. The list is endless and it grows every single year as new platforms and technologies create new income streams that didn't exist 5 years ago. So if someone tells you, here are the 5 ways to make passive income, they're either oversimplifying or selling you something. The real question is never, what are the methods? The real question is, which method matches me? Because the cash flow that works for me might be completely wrong for you. I might be comfortable on camera, so YouTube and content creation makes sense for my personality. You might hate being on camera, but love numbers. So dividend investing might be your path. Someone else is incredibly creative. Digital products and courses could be their machine. Another person has people, skills, and connections. Real estate syndications or referral based income might be their lane. There is no universal best method. There's only the best method for your skills, your risk tolerance, your available time, and honestly, your personality. Dividends, rental income, digital products, content creation, affiliate marketing, licensing, royalties, online businesses, each one of these is a legitimate path. Each one has made ordinary people financially free. And each one has also been abandoned by people who chose it for the wrong reasons. So here's my actual advice, and this is worth more than any list I could give you. Stop collecting methods. Start choosing one. Not the most exciting one. Not the one your favorite influencer is doing. The one that when you think about doing the boring, unglamorous, early stage work of building it, you don't immediately want to quit. Because that early stage, it's going to be slow. It's going to feel like nothing is happening. You're going to put in weeks of effort and see almost zero return. That's not a sign it's not working. That's just what building an asset feels like before it starts compounding. Learn everything about that one method. Go embarrassingly deep on it. Ignore every shiny new opportunity that tries to pull your attention away. And then actually start imperfectly, messily, without waiting until you feel ready. Because the only real cash flow secret is this: the method doesn't matter nearly as much as the decision to actually begin. Pick your path. Do the work once. Get paid forever. Now, let's talk about what happens after you choose. Because the controversial part is coming next. Here's where I'm going to upset some people. Hustle culture is a distraction for people who haven't figured out cash flow yet. Working 80 hours a week, grinding, sacrificing your health, your relationships, your 20s, that's not ambition. That's just a more intense version of being an employee. You're still selling time. You've just decided to sell more of it faster. The goal is not to work harder. The goal is to make your first dollar work hard enough that it eventually makes the second dollar unnecessary. Every hour you spend building a cash flow asset is worth 10 hours of overtime. Because overtime pays you once. An asset pays you indefinitely. Stop glorifying the grind. Start building the machine. Look, nobody is coming to hand you passive income. The make money doing nothing fantasy doesn't exist. What does exist is this: work you do once that keeps paying you long after you've stopped. That's the real secret. It's not about being lazy. It's about being strategic with where your effort goes. Build one digital product this month. Start one piece of evergreen content this week. Open one dividend account today. Small moves, consistent direction, completely different destination. The people winning financially aren't working harder than you. They just stopped renting out their time and started building things that work for them. Now, you know the difference. What you do with it is on you. If this hit different, subscribe, because this is just the beginning.